the digital gold. Once upon a time, in a land of messy ledgers and greedy kings, a mysterious wizard named Satoshi sat in a glowing cave, tired of seeing the villagers lose their hard-earned buttons to the tax trolls. With a flash of genius and a bit of secret code magic, Satoshi forged a single, magical coin made of pure sunlight and unbreakable math. He called it the Bitcoin, and it was lighter than air. The great banking dragon tried to snatch it for his hoard, but his claws slipped right through. You cannot touch it, you cannot tax it, and you certainly cannot burn it. Satoshi laughed from the shadows. To keep it safe, Satoshi created the Great Blockchain, a parade of invisible, floating blocks carried by 1,000 tiny sprites who shouted every transaction for the whole world to hear and verify. A humble baker and a sturdy blacksmith were the first to try it. "I'll give you a loaf for a fraction of a spark," said the baker. "No middleman, no mags, and no fees. But beware. Satoshi warned that every villager must guard their own secret scroll. If you lost your scroll, your coins would sleep in the digital clouds forever, beyond the reach of any knight." For a while, the coin's value bounced like a caffeinated frog. One day it could buy a whole castle, the next day, barely a cupcake. The villagers held on tight, screaming to the moon. The banking dragon grew grumpy and lonely as his piles of paper turned to dust. The villagers no longer needed his permission to trade, and they spent their days dancing in the town square. Years passed, and the magic internet money became the bedrock of the kingdom. Even the tax trolls eventually gave up and started their own little gardens, finding peace in the new transparency. Satoshi vanished into the mist, leaving the magic to the people. Peace, math, and fairness ruled the land. And so, they lived happily and forever after, with their keys held tight.